Hello everybody, it's the Cursing Seamstress. If I look a little flushed, it's because I had a glass of wine. It was a real sweet glass of wine. It was, I bought a bottle from Walmart of a wine called Give Me Some Sugar. And it's very, very sweet. It was almost too sweet. But anyway, let me just start by saying Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates it. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Happy Thursday. Of course, I'm off work today. I'm off work tomorrow, which is kind of nice. Today, I have food on my shirt because I was helping my daughter get something off of her mixer, and the bowl was stuck on there and we couldn't get it off, so I have sweet potatoes on my shirt. Today was interesting. Plans were for my stepson to visit for Thanksgiving and eat at my daughter's house, where I used to live, my former house, with his family, his lovely wife and daughter. And so they were due to come today, but instead my son-in-law ended up getting tested and testing positive for COVID. So, you know, the numbers are down in this area. He had had a cold and was feeling bad for a week and a half and just thought it was a cold. And he got a phone call yesterday from a buddy he hunts with, and his friend told him that he had tested positive for COVID. So Michael was tested with a test at home kit and tested positive right away, a very strong positive result. So things have changed. My stepson decided not to come. All of his family, all three, have had COVID. They actually had the virus, but they still did not want to risk an exposure. And so that has changed things kind of dramatically. I ended up going to their house, taking the food that I had prepared and leaving it. I wore a mask. I've been vaccinated, but still wore a mask, took the food in, spent some time with my daughter and the grandboys, took some pictures, and actually drove my daughter. She's also a nurse and is scheduled to work tomorrow. And she had called the hospital to ask what she needed to do, even though she's been vaccinated, because her husband is positive, if she needed to do anything special. And they said that she should get tested, and if her test results were negative, that she could work tomorrow. So I drove her to the emergency room, and she didn't have to go through the regular process of registering and waiting and all that because she's an employee. They took her right in, did the test, and we're waiting right now for the results. So, so that's that. So it's a little bit of a different Thanksgiving, but it's still a good Thanksgiving all the same. I've got food here and enjoyed the time that I was over there. Interestingly, I was over there yesterday. After work, I went and got the boys and took them to eat at a really great Italian restaurant that's just in the next town. And of course, whenever I'm with them, I have to hug on them and love on them and everything. And I went back to their house and Michael was there coughing and sneezing and whatever. But I was reading a short story to them. So I was exposed to Michael and the boys. You know, I don't know if they would test positive or not, but it's likely that they are. So, but anyway, I was reading them a story by one of my favorite authors. If you've never read anything by Flannery O'Connor, I highly recommend it. She's a Southern author, and my favorite story that she has written is one called Everything That Rises Must Converge. Her short stories come in a single book, and she's got a lot of good stories in there, good country people, and a good man is hard to find. I just think she's a great writer. And so I was able to finish that story. Griffin, the older boy, read the first half, and then when we got to their house, I read the second half to them, all the while inhaling COVID germs. I wanted to show you a couple of things. I've been sewing. I've not been sewing clothing, but I have been sewing, stop, Dixie is chewing on my hand while I sit here just gnawing on me. I've been sewing pillows, and I've told you that I sold at that little shop in town, and so I had actually downloaded this particular embroidery design a while ago and started looking through designs that I wanted to put on a pillow. And the person who runs the shop gave me a whole bunch of fabric. She was going to make curtains out of it and decided to use a different fabric and asked me if I would take this fabric, which is actually drop cloth fabric, and use it to make whatever I wanted to make. So I've been making pillows. They're easy, and they're a good place to put embroidery designs. So I'll just give you an example. The theme is cows, and this is probably my favorite design, and I'll try to find, I took still shots of the other pillows that I made. This is fresh off of the embroidery machine. It will be a pillow probably today. This is from Embroidery Library, and this is the design. It's a cow with curlers, and it says morning. It's absolutely beautiful, and it stitches out so well. And in doing designs, I've not cut the threads, so what you see are there's still threads that are in there when it connects from one part of the design to the other. But I didn't want to do specific Christmas designs. I wanted to do something that somebody could buy for somebody for Christmas that they could use all year round. So this is one of the designs. And then I thought, of course, those I bought. Then I thought I would try my hand at digitizing my own cow. And so this is one that I did. It's very small. It's not big at all. And I'm not happy with the nose on this, but it's an adorable cow, and I'll just show it to you. And there's some space right here. I don't know what I could put, you know, got milk or cowabunga or I don't know what. But this is not big enough for a 16 by 16 pillow like the ones that I've been making, but it's cute all the same. So I think that's it. I did download some more patterns from 5 out of 4 patterns, and there are tons of sales in my email this morning. And for the past few days, I've got all these Black Friday specials at different pattern companies. So I'm going to go through those and see if there's anything that I'd like to download. And so I think the next thing I make will be something for me. I've got some black stretchy fabric, and I've got leftover knit fabric that I think would be kind of nice to coordinate with you know, a black dress with maybe a gray neckband or gray you know, sleeve bands, things like that. So so that's what I'm going to be doing. I am off today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so maybe I can get some cleaning done and a little bit of sewing, and I've got to take some stuff to a thrift store tomorrow. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy your holiday if you're having one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.